Too much goddamn work. Too much fucking work. Greetings all, and welcome back to another episode of What's the reborG podcast. I am reborG here, gracious host. We got that wine. It's Be Lovely Riesling. As you can see, it's a white wine. It's awfully tasty. This tastes more like wine than the Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa kind of sweet. This one got a sweetness, but not as much. It tastes more like your classical wines with a little bit more flavor in that wine. And let's not forget the nectar of the gods, that vata, righteous hydration. How y'all been, man? Me? Splendiferous. In other words, just relaxing on the day off. Chilling. Contacts bother me a little bit, but we cool. Oh, man. Nothing much, man. Work is work. We see we got Marcel in here. What up, Marcel? My homie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We still on lockdown at work. Unfortunately for the servers or whatever, because they got a lot. They got a lot to do. But, since I ain't on that side of the game, I think this might be, if it's not over by tomorrow, it'll probably be over the weekend. Anything else? Nothing. Chilling. Pop's birthday was on Monday. Shout out to Pops. Big 66 out this month. 66, bro. Congrats. My apologies. I bought you a gift. Of course, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I got regular shipping, and I don't know how. This one's getting lost in translation, so it might not even be here till the first for real. Sorry about that. But the good thing is I know he don't care. My pops, like I said, he's so easy to shop for. I can literally go to Lids, buy him his teams. It don't matter if it's snapback or fitted. He don't give a shit as long as it's ahead of his teams. The Miami Hurricanes, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Spurs, Colorado Rockies, and hockey. I don't know who he messed with hockey. Oh, he liked the Golden Knights because they're in Vegas with the Raiders. So Golden Knights. Speaking of that, y'all see that fool Marshawn Lynch on that Zamboni at the Kraken Arena? He is a fool, man. That's one thing I can say. I don't like admire or nothing like celebrities and those shit like that. But there's a few that I fuck with. I fuck with Marshawn because we know Marshawn. If you've been to the hood, we all know a Marshawn Lynch for real. So that I fucks with homie. Watching a little TV. I've been going basketball crazy. I guess because I don't know, man. It's just that time of the year with the playoffs because I've been watching Winning Time, the story of the Showtime Lakers, and that's been pretty good. They're getting a lot of disapproving critiques coming from people that's actually in the series. I know Magic came out and said, I won't like that. Jerry West is willing to sue. And that's good to know that he won't like that for real. Because if you watch the show, I mean, goddamn, bro. But it's bad. Even when you done, that's bad. You can still hold that little bit of resentment because the natural competitor in you will keep that going around for some individuals. But he said he wasn't that bad, and it wasn't the case where he's just the one saying it. He said it. Kareem said it. His assistant said it, like the assistant that worked with him at the time. Multiple people came out and said, Jerry won't like that at all. So, good show, but if you're just going to be, that was my problem with the show. Because I didn't initially watch it because I was like, man, it may be a little corn. But it is a good show. But it does take some knocks because it's not historically accurate because it's based on that. And the fucked up part is you wouldn't have did this for nobody else. You wouldn't have did this to somebody else's project. Let it have been about murderers rowing baseball with Babe Ruth and all them, or Pete Rose and the Big Red Machine for the Reds. The Oakland A's when they was running stuff. The Pittsburgh Pirates run. That's because they usually just do documentaries. Because a lot of people are dead in that. So, keep it like that. And that got me into the Of course, I had to watch the 30 for 30 Lakers Celtics best of enemies. That was good as shit. And my classic Magic and Bird, A Courtship of Rivals. That's one of my favorite sports documentaries, yo. And shout out to what's her name, Jackie McMullen. That's a respected, unbiased sports journalist, man, and I thoroughly respect that. She's in my top 5 with Ralph Wiley and Scoop Jackson. I would have to look up to do the other two, but I always loved. Because growing up, I didn't read a lot of books outside of school, but I read a lot of magazines. And always getting Slam, Sports Illustrated, Sport News, all that stuff. And the pieces that Sports Illustrated was first, because Ralph Wiley worked for Sports Illustrated, and he wrote an article about Randall Cunningham, man. Whew. Look that up. That was good. And then Slam, Scoop Jackson was a beast, man, because not only did he know basketball, he respected the past, and he was, anticipating the future, because all those pieces that he had in Slam, he knew those guys, and he understood them. That's why it was so many saucy articles in Slam for the longest. That's why it didn't take them long to get like big names outside of the old school portion. Like they can get a regular Q&A from Barkley or something like that, but Jordan won't get up in no Slam magazine. Hell no. They had enough trouble getting that shit done with like getting other people, like getting Jordan to do a Sports Illustrated article. And as we segue into these playoffs, one thing I can say about these playoffs that I'm enjoying is that playoff intensity, man. Teams that lost the first round, they came back in the second. Not the first round. The first game came back in the second game and said, this ain't going to be that easy, bro. I'm telling you, man. This ain't going to be as easy as you thought it was, bro. So I'm going to just go through each series and tell you what I'm seeing, what I'm liking, what I'm not liking. This, that, and the third. Miami and Atlanta. Atlanta ain't got enough. Like DeAndre Hunter, you're going to be good, but right now you got to take these punches, man. Jimmy put the 40 plus on you, man. They don't want nothing that you can do. And then when you bring in Bogdanovich and Gallo too, yeah, that ain't it, man. Oh, damn. In Atlanta, y'all gonna need some more. The John Collins shit, I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know. It ain't work. Y'all gave him the bag, and it didn't work. And Trey, he trying. I'll give him that. One thing about little Trey, he got fight in him, man. He got some heart, bro. So he gonna keep fighting. Even though he knows in the back of his mind he don't have the team to do it, he's still gonna keep trying. They're not missing Cam Reddish because they're not using them right. And I was just looking this up the other day. Cam Reddish he might have fucked up his whole basketball career by going to Duke. And I think I said this the last one. He should have, whatever college that he decided, it should have been a college where he was going to be able to handle the ball. If he don't have primary ball dribbling duties, he's not going to be as effective. Because I watched him in the EYBL. That's the summer Nike tournament or whatever. And he was running the PG for his squad. Then I seen him at the Hoop Hall Classic. It's like a bunch of high school games that come on Martin Luther King weekend on ESPN and stuff like that, and they grab the best teams and players from the nation and bring them out there. He was running the point for his squad then. He went to Duke, and he was the third. No, he wasn't even the third. He was the fourth person. He was the fourth option because Trey Jones was the point guard. Then RJ with his ball hogging ass was that, and then Zion was after that, and then Cam on nothing but a spot up shooter. That's not his game, man. You should have went wherever somebody told you that you was going to handle that rock. You got caught up in the euphoria of playing with Zion, playing with that class, thinking y'all was going to win the chip, and you didn't because Coach K fucked up and let RJ take all the goddamn shots. The 2 games that they lost, that was bad. Who did the squad lose to? Was it Washington in the Maui Invitational at the last play of the game? And this exact same thing happened when Duke played Michigan State in the tournament. When RJ got the ball and drove to the cup, he drew the defense in. Zion is standing right on the side of the block, right there. You know that's nothing for him to dunk that. A drop step from Zion, even to make, man, that's what he do. He sauce around the rim, so that's easy. And in both games, RJ just threw up some bullshit, didn't get the call like he thought he should have, and he shouldn't. Pass the damn ball. But Cam got to have the ball in his hands. And unless he does that, it ain't going to happen. He with the Knicks now, it ain't going to happen. Because you're not allowed to do shit with Thibodeau unless you play defense first. Who's my MVP? Last week I went over it, but for you, Ethan, I'll let you know. I'm going to go with Jokic. No other player is dealing with having 40 to 50 points missing from their team. He does not have a Tyrese Maxey who can go off for a 30 at the drop of a hat. He does not have a Harden who can also help facilitate and orchestrate the offense. He doesn't have it. It's all him. But if somebody else would win, I wouldn't be mad. It's about 5 people. But the Hawks, y'all need some more pieces. You can't keep asking Nate McMillan to give you these miracles and you're not going to give him players to do it with. That's one thing that people keep missing. Yes, he is a good coach, but you need pieces. I don't know too many coaches that can win without pieces. Next, we got Brooklyn and Boston. Ooh, I watched this last night. I watched this last night, man. They probably, I don't know if it'll work next game, but this game, the last game, game 2, they were double teaming Durant, triple teaming him. They were sending everybody at him because they want other players to beat them. And I don't think that's going to work. And Boston got this one thing. It's like, and it was like this at the first half of the season. It's like they don't believe the coach when he's saying the shit until they actually try it and be like, oh, man, this shit worked, bro. Because they was bullshitting yesterday. They finally clamped down, finally went and got these buckets because it's not a – KD's an all right defender, and he's a decent rim protector. But he is a skinny dude, so he ain't going to be sitting up there taking all that and all them bumps and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially from skilled people around the rim like Tatum and Brown. The difficult thing with hey, boy, stop. The difficult thing with Brooklyn is they're going to need a big, an actual one that can pose a threat, because if – man, Drummond and Claxton, they not stepping outside shooting no 3, so they not clearing up the floor. So KD and KD and Kyrie can orchestrate and do all that stuff. Y'all just around. So you need that. And Bryce Brown, he's an okay shooter, but not somebody you want to keep trusting throughout a game. And they're going to have to lock up too. What was it, like 20? I don't know, man. I think they had a 20-point run in the fourth quarter alone. So back to the drawing board. But I want to be honest with you. it looks exactly like Steve Nash don't know what the fuck he doing. And the fact that he doesn't have any coaching experience. If you're not going to be running Mike D'Antoni style, I don't need you, Steve Nash, for Ripper. If he's healthy enough, yes, I think Ben should come back for the games because it's too old right now, bro. So, I mean, if he should come, just to be in good faith with his teammates and the fans and front office, let them know that even though you've been out most of the year, as soon as you're healthy, you're willing to go out there and help and contribute with this team. They could use you, bro. But I'll be honest with you, man. Man, Horford been getting buckets. Smart been getting buckets. He can cover Tatum. That leaves Brown and vice versa. So Peyton Pritchard had double digits off the bench. They played great team basketball yesterday. Boston did. Very good team basketball. He could survive, but he can't help everybody else on defense. We know Kyrie don't play defense like that. Bruce Brown is okay on defense. I give him that. Give him that credit. Claxton is good as a rim protector, but he's too damn skinny, man. Like, and if you've seen Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, they kind of big by basketball standards. So when they was going to the cup, they was just going right at homie. So So Ben could serve a purpose, most definitely, and help with the ball handling duties. And this is another thing Steve Nash fucked up on too. Half of the fourth quarter, the back half, Kyrie won't even bring the ball up. He just kept having Durant bring the ball up, getting double teamed, and just, causing the calamity, man. You didn't do shit. You didn't let Seth bring the ball up. You didn't let Patty bring the ball up. You didn't try to adjust to anything that they were doing. So Nash got to get this shit in order, bro. And shout out to Udoka, man, first-year coach. Now, our actual first-year coach that went out there and sat on the bench with Popovich and learned some shit and got the proper credentials. Next, we got the Bucks and the Bulls. Middleton got an MCL sprain. Bobby Portis got scratched in the eye. Y'all don't need this. This is the type of shit that happens that'll let y'all lose. And if anybody remembers after game one, DeRozan said, between me and Vucevic, we're not going to shoot that bad again. Boy, were they right. DeRozan put up a nice little 40-piece the other day. You even giving Giannis a couple of them mid-range bombs, boy. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan, man. You hooping, bro. They fighting, for real. Yo, those two injuries are huge, bro. Because that help off the bench. That help with Vucevic in the post. And then Middleton with his teeth. That's he ain't even had one of them games yet where he go off for the 30-piece yet. So that's gonna be tough money. And I think they trade DiVincenzo. I heard of one of them too. Yeah, that's hurt too. So now you gotta ask more from Lopez, who's old as shit. And then I don't know, man. This is tough money. The crazy part is, man, they got that's about 40 points. Yeah. That's about 40 points somebody got to make up. And you know what the bad part is? Giannis going to have to take bullets for this shit. He's missing 40 points on the floor, and people going to say, well, I thought he was the best player in the league, and I thought that when you're an MVP candidate, you should be able to make this happen. Man, shut y'all dumbasses up. It ain't no way in hell that man could make up. He got to score 60 to 70 points a game, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody, and I mean nobody. I don't give a damn what NBA champion, MVP, or anybody you look up. Nobody does it by themselves. The fuck? Nobody. Now, a lot of people, like Allen Iverson, who made it to the finals. Aaron McKee was getting buckets. I don't care what y'all say. Eric Snow couldn't shoot, but he was very good against them point guards. He could lock down. And Mutombo, I mean, he was locking down the paint. He was a defensive player of the year candidate. It ain't his fault that he went up against the great Shaquille O'Neal. So y'all cut that bullshit out. All right, Giannis, you're gonna have to do a lot. Lopez, you better ice them knees up, cuz Drew, you're gonna have to get them buckets. I know you know, a little docile and you a little chill and you lead by example, but they need them buckets from you, bro. They need it. Philly and Toronto, that shit is over. Once everybody got hurt for Toronto, it really didn't make no damn difference. See, and that's the thing, Savad. I'm not looking for no old ass dude like that to step it up, man. He shouldn't really, man. If you can't give me 12 to 15 off the bench with ease, man, nah. They lean on Giannis too much. Wesley Matthews, man, go sit your old ass down somewhere. Once you missed them 2 free throws yesterday, I lost all hope in you. So unless you come out and hit 30 in this next game, then fuck Grayson Allen too. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, the Philly shit, this ain't it. They missing the third. The Toronto was already missing the third scoring option. And then Scotty Barnes and somebody else got hurt. Then they have nobody to guard Embiid. So everything was a crapshoot. They lost the other day. The Raptors. Y'all ain't got no hope. You know, just, you know, going to take these losses. Hope that y'all can grab somebody in a trade or free agency. But and Harden has found a nice role as just a facilitator. Yeah, pass it here. Do your thing, Tyrese. I'll be over here if you need me to shoot the ball. But I'm not going to be going out here going for 40 anymore. I'm going to be passing the basketball. Embiid, do all the work. So he's going to let Embiid carry him as far as he can. So I can tell you right now. Next, we got the Suns and the Pelicans. That Devin Booker shit is trash, man. I'm mad for Phoenix and everybody, and I'm mad for the fans of basketball, period. Because homie got hurt, man. God damn, man. Damn. And Book was killing him, too. Remember when he hit the little fade on the baseline and fist bumped the baby? That shit was cute. But he got hurt, and he probably could have come back or went against B.I., who went for damn near 30 in the second half, but that would have helped. They need him. And to be honest, B.I. was hot because they was throwing everybody out. They threw Crowder at him. They threw Bridges at him. They threw Cameron Payne. They threw Cam Johnson. They threw Chris Paul. They threw everybody at him, man, and he was just hooping. But I would like to see, because Monty Williams, you won Coach of the Year. Let's see this happen. But I don't, man. I would like for a Chris Paul team to finally be healthy all the way through the playoffs. That may have been oh, you talking about B.I.? Yeah, Brandon Ingram. You know, the big sleep, you know how he get down, man. He don't be doing a whole lot of talking. And but Monty Williams, you gotta do your thing, Monty. This is up to you. You gotta find somebody else to step up. But on the flip side, don't New Orleans look kind of dangerous if they had a piece or two? Now, hold up now. Take a walk with me. Take a walk with me on this one right here. Let's get to the hypotheticals. Let's just say they grab somebody like De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, C.J. McCullough, B.I., Zion, Valanciunas. I don't think they want to trade Zion for pieces, and I don't think he'd want to. They want to see him give an effort to lose some weight so he can play with this squad. Because I can be honest, that would be a mob. That would be a mob. They couldn't keep Lonzo. They lost Lonzo to free agency. So, Steven Adams, he's at Memphis, Savard. Yeah, I don't think Zion will get into shape, but it don't look like he give a fuck, because I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. But I don't think you might be right. But To be honest with you, they can move him. Trade him for Christian Wood. Anybody will take Zion. So you can get Christian Wood. So you can get somebody who rim protects, can play both spots in the front court, and get you some buckets on top of all the versatility you already got. Like, y'all can get funky if y'all want to. I hope they GM. I hope the GM can get it together to make this happen. Because if you know Zion gonna leave, you might as well go ahead. Hit him with the sign and trade and all that other stuff. Now, if I'm Zion, I low-key want to stay depending on what they get in the PG, because that'll make shit even better. But Savad, come on, man. We talk about irrelevant. That's the third irrelevant nigga that you done bought up, all right? We don't give a damn. Devontae Graham is ass. Everybody was so excited when he averaged them 20 points for Charlotte. The team sucked. He was putting up 20 shots a game, shooting damn near 30% from the field. I was so glad when they got rid of him. So I didn't have to hear that shit no more. He does not have potential. He went to Kansas. He has reached his ceiling, sir. It ain't gonna happen, brother. Get rid of his ass and go on ahead, man. Go get you some young pieces, brother. Go on ahead and get you some youngins, man. But that's another team. The Pelicans. Now, you know, Book got hurt, and that kind of fucked it up. But they took that punch, and B.I. came back at him. Another team who took that jab in the mouth and said, Memphis. Memphis fucked around and got caught up in the energy and the flow that Minnesota was having with them play-in victories and stuff like that. Y'all took them motherfuckers in the locker room and said, yo, man, we got to lock this shit down. The coach, shout out the coach, he saw that Cat was killing them from three, which also took Adams away from the paint, so he couldn't protect against the drives from Ant-Man and Malik Beasley. He said, like the old white man, which was Eddie Murphy, and Coming to America, aha, Adams only played 3 minutes. He put Brandon Clark and Jaren Jackson Jr. on his ass. And Towns did not have a good one because Jaren Jackson Jr. can follow you all the way out there. He can switch on the pick and roll. He can go under and get back on Cat. So, and then what's the name? They did a good job on the perimeter. Zaire Williams, Desmond Bain, Melton, Brooks. They all helped out with Ant-Man. And D'Angelo Russell, it's over, bro, and it's all your fault. And on the flip side, Memphis, man, I don't know. If they can play this next game like that's tonight, if they do that tonight like they did the last game, ooh, it's getting tough. All right, it's going to get real tough for you over there in Minnesota, bro. Very tough. And Josh said, if y'all thought we was going to lose after losing the first game, stay your ass over there. I was like, yo, there's some killers in this league, bro. Lord, these young boys is crazy. Golden State and Denver, we all know that's a wash. It ain't nothing Jokic can do. It ain't nothing that he can do. Ain't nobody playing no defense. Poole is turning into a star. Poole is turning into such big of a star. Now, damn near other people are expendable at this point. They are fucking expendable. Let's be honest, y'all. If Poole continues to be a consistent 20-point scorer, what the fuck do we need Wiggins for? Nah, Clay ain't going nowhere. Shit, he just been sparking too in the last week and this first cut. Clay ain't going nowhere, bro. Clay ain't going nowhere, bro. It'll be Poole, Curry, and Clay with Draymond and whoever the fuck, Wiseman if he ever get hurt, Kevon Looney. See, that's a team that could just grab a big and Dose. Please don't remind me of that bullshit, okay? Don't even give me that shit. I ain't here for it no more, man. It would be like Wiggins being an all-star. It would be like if Rudy Gay was an all-star. Don't nobody give a fuck, man. Ant-Man was putting up better. Man, Valanciunas it was like 10 to 15 dudes. I even told y'all on the stream how many more people was putting up better numbers than Wiggins. Now y'all want to use the actual the positions. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Denver, I don't think they probably can afford that, Prince. That's a lot. Because you know you're going to want that bag. And you don't need 4 people out the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? I think they just want one of them classic bigs. Protect the rim. That's all they want from you. Catch a lob on a roll and stuff like that. They don't want that much from you. And I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I'll fuck with Christian Wood, but I don't think he would fit. Denver, get a new training staff. Jamal Murray been hurt for a long time, my G, a long time. You already knew Michael Porter had injury problems, so why draft him if you knew your training room was trash? I don't know. But Jokic, man, you trying, man. And I'm going to need people to stop fucking with Jokic. He got the foul. He fouled out the game and was getting ready to go to the bench. And Gary Payton II tapped him on the ass. I'm trying to warn y'all right now. Them Eastern Europeans are built different, man. They built just like dudes in the hood. But instead of it being a regular shootout at the corner store, it's tanks and military coming down the street. They're a different breed, bro. I'm not saying he'll beat your ass, but he ain't got no problem fighting. Next we got Dallas and Utah. Let me go ahead and preface this. I'm so sorry, black man. One of my dearest friends and one of my best friends, black man, Joe, is a Jazz fan. I don't think it'll ever happen. Everybody that get there, they got to build through the draft. People hate being there because of the racist climate. Y'all not going to be able to get that shit done, man. If I'm a team looking for a coach, if I'm Houston, I'm going to go ahead and grab Quinn Snyder. Because he's already shown that he can do a lot with very little. They have a good set of players out there, but they shining through that coaching. Like Donovan's a star. And please go somewhere else. Just get the fuck out of there. But Utah ain't got it, man. Once y'all lost to Dallas with no Luka, it was over. I don't give a fuck. Damn, that was all the rounds. And the homie, my homie Prince in here, he sent me some questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through them shits then, because are the Warriors, the healthy Warriors, a favorite? To be honest, man, you need to trade and get as many high draft picks as you need, Utah, so y'all can just rebuild, because there ain't no way in hell y'all gonna get no free agents. Are healthy Warriors West favorites versus any West team? No, I still want to go with what's the name? I still would go with Phoenix. Phoenix got a better bench, and they're more balanced, because that's a team that could actually switch. Book has stepped his defensive game up. Crowder can play out on the he can defend out on the perimeter and disrupt some shots and shit. You know how Chris Paul will get down. Bridges was another individual that I would have liked if he had won Defensive Player of the Year. Shout out Marcus Smart, a guard. I don't give a fuck. No more Go Bears. No more. But no, I don't see him fucking winning. They ain't got no center. Ayton gonna eat. And it's different. If you don't have somebody that can attack Ayton, oh, you lost. Shit is crazy. Because I can tell you this right now. No offense to Draymond Green. I know he think he's the best defensive player of all time. Put his ass on the block with Ayton. Ayton gonna scorch his ass. Does Ant-Man take over Minnesota's offense moving into next year? No, even though he should, and they should run most of the sets through him, they not. They got Towns. Towns got the big-ass contract. They'll fuck up. It's Minnesota. We saw how they did Garnett. So I don't know who's comparing Trae Young to Steph Curry. I get they're just using that as a basis. Two dudes that got a nice, tight, handle, shoot from anywhere on the court, but they're not comparable for real, man. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, man. Trae Young not close to that, bro. He's not. He's not. Hell of a player. I will give Trae that. He gonna do his thing in the league, but he ain't the greatest shooter of all time. Yeah, people still undervalue the Bucks because it's boring over there. None of those guys have like real superstar tendencies. They all real low-key, chill type dudes. But they got that dog in them. That's when their personality comes out through the basketball court. Nothing outside of that. I'm going to say this next question. You have some football ones up there. Yeah, pretty much. Because you figure Budenholzer. Let me see. Matter of fact, who is the Bucks coach? I think he is a Pop disciple. Yeah, Budenholzer. He's a Popovich disciple. Yep, he was with the Spurs from 1996 to 2013. So that would make sense. And that's crazy. 2 years ago, I want to say that season would have ended with the bubble. My pop said they're not going to bring another superstar over there because nobody wants to go to Milwaukee. He's going to make Giannis his Tim Duncan, Middleton his Ginobili, that's going to start, and Holiday as the Tony Parker, but better on defense than offense. He said, I swear, he has been calling Giannis he's been calling them Milwaukee's Timmy for about 3 years now. Who's the best coach left in college basketball? Bill Self. He just won a championship. Let's go ahead and go with him. And I don't think he got no McDonald's All-Americans on the team, so they should be all right. If he can get some up and one, like Kansas and Nova and North Carolina, if they get upperclassmen, that's when they're dangerous. They're not dangerous with the one and dones. Yeah, because Jay Wright from Villanova retired. And he also is the NLI forcing these coaches out because and then they got that bullshit. You know what the worst thing is? Most of these dudes is being hypocritical. Jay Wright, Jimbo Fisher just a lying motherfucker. And Dabo Sweeney been complaining about the shit he been complaining about the transfer portal, man. Like, please, dude. Shut up and get the fuck out of here. Do not be sitting here acting, and Saban too, do not be sitting here acting like you're not already giving them the bag, man. Nobody playing for Nick Saban just because you a hell of a coach. Probably one of the best of all time. But you know what you got behind you? That bag. People would not they not going to no school if they not getting no bag, man. Plain and simple. And you give out the bag so much, you give the bag to players who don't even play and leave after a year. I don't want to hear that shit from none. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit from none of y'all. Now, I don't know if Coach K was telling the truth. He was like it was his health. And we know Mike been fucked up. He had hip replacements and heart surgery and all that other shit. So it's 50-50 on that. And I don't think he had a problem with the NLI because he had been giving up that bag too. So, man, it ain't no damn difference. The fact that they can do this, man, good. The fuck have y'all been fighting for so long to keep these kids from getting the money and they making y'all money, man? I ain't gonna go on no rant, man. Get y'all dumbasses up. He said with the new payola, will this change the landscape? No, because they had already been given the bag. And to be honest, in college basketball, unless it's one of those talents that come by every once in a while, it's not, you know what I'm saying? This is not like that. Like Melo led his team to the chip, and that was 02. And then in 08, Greg Oden in his freshman class did the same, led this team to the chip. And then, a couple years after that, it was Anthony Davis. Yeah, Blue Chips. Damn right. That's a very slept on sports movie, yo. Very slept on. But man, it's not we seen the movies. We also seen y'all goofy asses get caught. We just seen the Arizona basketball team coach leave because he got caught on the phone telling the booster how much money he needed for DeAndre Ayton. The same thing with LSU coach that just got fired 2 months ago. He was on the phone talking about giving $100,000 to a 4-star recruit. $100,000 for a 4-star? So how much was he paying the fives that was going there? So, oh, y'all cut that bullshit out. But it's not going to change it. Football, no, because you always going to need some upperclassmen somewhere. It's good freshmen, but, the special ones, same thing with basketball. They only come by every once in a while. And even if you have something that's special, but Penny got caught up. The hell yeah. But he don't know what the fuck he doing. He don't. He fucking up the church's money. And that shit getting ready to end real soon. I'm telling y'all right now, because Imani Bates is transferring. You had no business going there in the first place. I ain't even gonna cap with you, bro. What has Penny done to show you that he's capable of getting you to the league? Butch McCray. But he was sauce, though, with that goofy ass voice. You ever seen another NBA star that plays? You might. That's going to be an anomaly dose, just like the freshman that can come in and lead his team to the chip. We don't see that a lot. But, it'll always be one. There'll always be some late bloomer or something like that. Some upperclassmen that come out of nowhere. So, I mean, maybe I will give him a star, but on the star level of a Donovan Mitchell. If Donovan Mitchell got shoes, I don't know shit about him. He might have a signature shoe. I don't even know what company he signed with. So, but I ain't going to say he's not a star, though. Donovan is a star. And he got a chance to be a superstar if he goes to another team. So, Adidas, that's Kanye brand, man. Ain't nobody worry about no hoopers from over there, man. Let's be real, man. But that's what they will be if they do that in the 3 to 4 years. But just like I'll let y'all a little bit into my sports nerd shit. The high school class is wrapped up, and everybody has come out with the final rankings. It ain't a star among them. It ain't a star among them. It's a whole bunch of dudes with they talented, of course, but it ain't nobody it's maybe one dude that stands out. His name is Nick Smith, and he's going to Arkansas. He's kind of, I'm going to say he got more like an athletic CJ McCullough game because he's a 3-level scorer. He get a nice bounce, and he got a nice release on that jumper. He can crash on people at the rim. He can hoop. But shit, he number 2. Number 1 is the dude, Dariq Whitehead. And I'm going off Rivals rankings, but that's the ones I only trust. ESPN be on that bullshit. ESPN will put anybody in any spot, man. They don't give a shit. They do not care over there. Whoever's running the recruiting basketball shit at ESPN, the football one too. Y'all niggas is trash. But it ain't a star amongst any of them, man. I'm telling you right now. So you ain't even gonna know. And they'll play this next season, and they be changing it. Yeah, they be changing it after they go to college and the pros. But all the sites do that for real. 24/7, Scout, Rivals, ESPN, they all be doing that shit. Now, Rivals on football, they ass because every year they fall in love with some 6'5", 265 defensive end or defensive tackle and will change the whole damn thing. They be trash with that shit. But this class that's leaving now, ain't enough they could do. Is next year's draft, the top 2, and barring any injuries or any bullshit happening, is Victor from France. I don't know how to say that last name. I'm not even gonna try. The 7 foot, he's 7'3" dude from France who got a good game. He gave Chet the blues last year in under 19 USA basketball. He was fucking shut up. And the other one may be Scoot Henderson for the G League at night. Scoot Henderson played 2 games at the Winter Showcase for the G League. And he played so well that teams were trying to find a way to get him now. And he's not even allowed. So, and this is coming from Kyle Mann, who works at the Ringer with Bill Simmons, Chad Ford, who used to do the draft boards on ESPN. So it's coming from real draft heads who've gone to these events and have seen it. If you're looking for a comparison for Scoot Henderson, kind of like a strong ass jaw for real, for real. He may not be as bouncy, but he do be crashing on dudes at that cup though, for sure. So all them other dudes, whatever. And next we got this NFL draft talk. Let me look at the lineup first. Because the draft is next week. If anybody watching who don't want to see no sports, you might not want to watch this week and next week. Because I guess to talk about my foosball, man. This is some bullshit. Let me go on Winstapedia and find that. Why do y'all not have? They don't even have the, what you call it, man? What is the, this is trash. Stingley not going to drop. He'll fall somewhere in the top 10 because all the scouts and coaches and everybody was thoroughly impressed with what he did. What he did at his pro day. Even people like Mel Kiper and Todd McShay and Daniel Jeremiah, Bucky Brooks, all the draft nicks and stuff like that, they're afraid to drop him too because they already know. They keep referring back. Matter of fact, I think it was Mel Kiper who loaded up the video of Stingley locking down Jamar Chase and Jordan Jefferson back when they was at LSU when he was a true freshman. So I knew a Stingley question was coming from you anyway. So the first pick, the Jags, I'm going to be honest, this is a different type of mock draft. I usually pick who I think people actually need. Yeah, I'm going to go with what they actually need instead of what most of the boards give them because they'll give them anybody. So first pick, Jacksonville, I'm going to be honest with you. Who gives a fuck? They need it all. Luckily, they made some smart decisions by re-signing left tackle Cam Robinson and signing Brandon Sheriff, signing Christian Kirk for a lot of money, and another wide receiver to help with that unit. So, yeah, I won't mind. Go ahead and go get Hutchinson because I don't have time to be going off potential. When I'm that bad, I need somebody who can help now. And I know even if he isn't a 10-sack a season type dude, I'll know he'll put in the effort. I know he'll put in the effort. He may not end up being a Bosa brother, but I ain't got no problem with him being Justin Smith. Y'all remember Justin Smith from the Bengals and the 49ers? Yeah. And you got Josh Allen on the other side, so you got your pass rusher. He had 14 sacks last year, so, that'll help. To be honest, if I'm Jacksonville, Clowney is cheeks. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie because if I see Hutchinson, when they talk about Hutchinson, that's what they say is that he at least has a motor and he'll find a way to affect the game for real, for real. Now Clowney's decent, but not the way they was talking about that dude. They was talking about him like he was getting ready to revolutionize the defensive end position, and this dude ain't had a double-digit sack season. Next. Detroit, it don't matter. It's Detroit. The only spot that I see y'all decent at is the right tackle because Penei Sewell was all right. He did all right over there. So outside of that, man, I don't know. Pick whoever, my G. The Houston Texans. Now, they got them picking this Trayvon Walker dude who only had 7 sacks for Georgia. This is one of them potential picks. You don't get me with that bullshit. If I'm the Texans, I need it all. The Texans ain't got shit. So it doesn't matter who they draft. Shit, anybody's an upgrade. They getting ready to voluntarily go into the season with Davis Mills as the quarterback. Next, we got the Jets. The Jets got the 4th and the 10th pick. I think I don't know. I think they signed a wide receiver or two, so I think they've tried to improve. The running back position is decent. I don't know. Go with a lineman with the first pick and a wide receiver with the second pick. And for the rest of the draft, you let Robert Saleh pick whoever he wants on defense. I think that's a fair compromise. And I think that could be something that can actually work for both parties. Almost dropped my shit. Next, we got the Giants. Who cares, man? Who cares? Y'all have fucked up the church's money, man. Fucked it up. I do not care what y'all do no more. The laughing stock of the division. Get the fuck out of here. Next, we got Atlanta. They ain't got no quarterback. Now, I'll be dead ass honest with y'all. My feeling, I'm getting a feeling or an inkling that I think Atlanta gonna pick Malik Willis. The last time, I mean, everybody remembers Michael Vick at Atlanta, and I know the owner, Arthur Blank, goofy ass, remembers. So I think he's gonna go with that. Now, if they go with defense, that means he's not in charge of shit. The GM got all the control, and them niggas getting ready to continue to be ass. Because you already got a good ass tight end in Kyle Pitts. You don't want to bring him a quarterback? Oof, just wasted years, huh? How about that? Seattle, it don't matter. Y'all need it all. I don't give a fuck. And I'll even go as far as to say, y'all probably need another wide receiver. Because them inconsistent ass hands from what's the big motherfucking name? DK Metcalf. I ain't even gonna cap with y'all. He good, but I ain't gonna say he great yet. He be having some goofy ass drops that I cannot be a fan of. I can't take you dropping the ball. You ain't getting hit. I can't take that part. I can't take that. We already did the second thing for the Jets. Next should be Washington. If I'm Washington, man, please, man. Offense. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They got Wentz now. Please go get Evan Neal from Alabama. Evan Neal has played all the positions on the offensive line. So if he's not fast enough to handle the left tackle, put him at right tackle. Still can't handle that. I bet you he could be a good ass guard. So you already got somebody with some offensive line versatility. You lost Brandon Sheriff and you just let him go like he won't shit. And you got Wentz there. You know Wentz got PTSD from these injuries. So try to invest on that offense for once. We know Ron Rivera, I love defense and all that other stuff. Your defense is fine. That offense is ass, man. It does not make a difference if you can lose by a field goal. Next is Minnesota. Who gives a shit? Let's be honest. I have given up on these dudes, and the sad part is they have a chance to have quite the explosive offense, and they just don't give a shit. And once they fired the coach, that was it. That was it. When they fired Mike Zimmer, that's it. That defense is getting ready to be real ass. I wouldn't be surprised if Harrison Smith retires, Eric Kendricks asked for a trade with Daniil Hunter, and all. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of dudes got the fuck up out of there. Dalvin Cook, get the fuck out of there. Get out of there, Dalvin. They wasting you over there, bruh. Jefferson, you'll find out soon, but you also need to get the fuck out of there. Get out, leave now, go. Leave this shit. It's a new league. You can demand to get the fuck out of these toxic ass, shitty ass franchises. They put their money into Kirk Cousins, man. Ew. Next is Houston got the 13th pick too. And I reiterate my statement from before. Who gives a fuck? Y'all gonna be ass anyways. Who cares? It don't matter. Next is Baltimore at 14. Now, I've been watching football a long time, since 1988. And I can tell you this right now. Ever since their inception in 95 and 96, nobody has drafted better than the Baltimore Ravens. Nobody. And I'm telling you right now, 14th is a nice, sweet spot for them. Because they could use that 14 in a second to move up to get somebody. Or they can move that 14 for somebody who else is trying to move up, maybe grab one of these quarterbacks and then get multiples on the back end. Or they can just sit at 14 and grab somebody who can instantly help, like an Olave, like a Drake Jackson, like a Traylon Burks. So I don't know who to pick for them because they need help on the offense for it. Yeah, Ozzie Newsome played a great thing. And the crazy part is whoever was his understudy or whatever like that has taken the exact notes because they've been doing the same thing. The only reason they didn't do shit last year is because of injuries. You need to be drafting a better training room. Next is Philly at 15. I don't know. We got a Philly fan in here. Poe, what would you like the squad to get? You want them to get another wideout? Because y'all run game is nice. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all was top 5 in rushing last year or the number 1 rush team. Y'all run game is nice. I like that. I like a good running team. What about Devin Lloyd? I've seen Devin Lloyd attached to y'all name a lot. The linebacker from Utah. I don't see no problem with that. Oh, you would go with another corner? All right. And this one is decent too, because you got Stingley, Sauce Gardner, the dude on the other side of Sauce Gardner, Trent McDuffie from Washington, the other guy on the other side from Washington. So this right here, if you're looking for those 2 spots, you got a lot. It's some second rounders out there that can be effective for real. Come in there and make an impact. I can't knock that. That's smart thinking. New Orleans is next. I don't know. Do you grab a quarterback? I don't think you do because you don't have Sean Payton there no more. I think you might want to just stick it out with Jameis and grab another wide receiver. Yeah, that's what I do. I will go ahead and get him another wide receiver. Because you already got another running back and tight end and Taysom Hill. Because Dennis Allen already said, this motherfucker ain't playing quarterback here no more. Good. Get his regular ass the fuck out of here, dude. The Chargers at 17. And now this is a who gives a fuck on the other spectrum. Who gives a fuck? They got Bosa. They got Matt. Derwin James. J.C. Jackson. They already got 2 good-ass wide receivers. They got 2 good tight ends. They got a good running back. Who knows? This is one of those good problems. Fucking Chargers. Next is the Eagles' second pick. Poe, you can get both of these players into both of these picks, so y'all good to go. And then the Saints again. The Saints can do the same thing. There's some good hustling going on in this draft because it looked like the teams that got 2 picks don't technically need a quarterback, so it makes it a hell of a lot easier for you to make the moves. I don't have a problem with Philly going with Jalen Hurts, but you got to give him some more weapons. Savon, why are you shouting out Dario Saric? What did he do? Save some people? Is he part of the war or something? Man, don't be interrupting my chat with that shit with no context, nigga. Next, we got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, get a quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky ain't it. And you ain't got no weapons? These picks here, Pittsburgh's pick, offense. Because the defense is already good. The defense carried you as far as they possibly fucking could. And then you bought Brian Flores to be the defensive coordinator for Pittsburgh to make a good defense even better. Pittsburgh defense getting ready to be real scary, like, bro. The Patriots at 21. I don't know what Bill Belichick got in mind, bro. I have no idea. Well, at least I know he won't be getting a quarterback. So it all depends. If they go offense this first round, that means his defense is getting ready to be just as good as it was last year. And if they go defense, that means J.C. Jackson probably was meant a lot more to the team than he thought. Hold it, man. Where did whatchamacallit go? That's smart. I ain't even gonna lie. That's a smart ass move. Because what's the name of homie? Stephon Gilmore went to Carolina. And not Carolina, I'm stupid. He went to the Colts. And I think that'll be a good ass look. That's a good ass look, yo. Next, we got Green Bay. If Green Bay ain't picking no wide receiver, sure don't give a fuck. That's it. The Cardinals, you probably need line. You're gonna need a wide receiver too, because they got two old ass wide receivers. D Hop just came up off a bad injury, and you definitely need somebody young to go in there so he can get some chemistry going and some continuity going with Kyler, because when Hopkins got hurt and was out, Kyler was kind of lost. And you could tell Kyler is not the rah-rah type or, yo, come on, let's go kick it so we can win. I haven't seen any workout videos with him and AJ Green. So if the timing going to be off like it was last year, it will only continue. You know who I did see working out together as soon as he got to the team? Tyreek Hill too. I like to see that. If we got a superstar wide receiver, I need to know what the fuck going on. We need to get this shit popping. Did I miss? Okay, next we got Dallas. Who gives a fuck? It'd probably be somewhere on the offensive, defensive line. Jerry not gonna get no more whatchamacallits. Who gotta learn how to catch short passes? AJ? You saying AJ Green need to catch short passes? I don't know, bro. You might get fucked up. Oh yeah, definitely. When they had they loaded up a camp video the other day of Tyreek Hill, and they was doing a lot of crossing routes out there. So, short routes or get him in space type routes, because the deep threat is already Waddle. So, no, the deep ball ain't gone. They got Waddle out there. I'd rather send both of them out there, clear all that shit, and get all this shit underneath for Gesicki or another wide receiver we could pick up. They need a goddamn running back. That'll take a lot of pressure off a lot of people. Just picture if Dalvin Cook was at Miami. Quite nice. After Dallas is Buffalo. That's one of them good problems, man. Y'all don't need shit, man. Y'all chilling, man. Shout out to Chuck Moore and the Bills, man. Because it took a miraculous play to keep y'all from going to the next round. Because I ain't gonna cap with you. I think Buffalo would have beat the shit out of Cincinnati. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Oh, they got DJ Mustard over there. I don't know, man. I don't know the offensive coordinator. It's different. Anybody who come from San Francisco or that Shanahan stretch run play offense, you know, if you don't know how to run that shit, it ain't gonna work for the next squad. I don't know. I'm in the air on that one. Wait and see type shit. Buffalo, who cares, man? Maybe y'all can go get y'all running back. If y'all go get Breece Hall from Iowa State, man, that means you got a beast back there, 20 to 30 carries. When y'all get these leads in the fourth quarter, y'all can wear people the fuck out. After that is Tennessee. Oh, Mike McDaniel? Yeah. Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, the run game getting ready to improve over there. That's for sure. Next is the Titans. I don't know, a training room so y'all can keep most of them people healthy. It was so bad, they even drafted a dude that was hurt and won't going to play. Caleb Farley, I don't think he played that many games. And before he got hurt, he was good. But who knows, man? Another wide receiver, because A.J. Brown got that DK Metcalf shit. A.J. Brown be dropping them asses. And y'all need some weapons, because Tannehill, I'll be honest with you, Tennessee's a good team, but none of them weapons out there scared the shit out of me. It ain't no Coopers. It ain't no Devontae's. It ain't even no Darren Waller out there. It ain't even no George out there. It ain't even no none of the tight ends that's good as a bitch. They don't even have that. Nothing against A.J. Brown, but nigga, you all right, but you ain't. My game playing still on Derrick Henry and getting the Tannehill. I ain't double teaming this dude. That for no whole game. Hell no. And he be dropping back. Man, nigga, please. Next, we got the Bucks. Who cares? It's Tom Terrific. They'll probably be back in the bowl. After that is Green Bay, and this is 2 picks in the first round. If this ain't a wide receiver, who gives a fuck? So, next 2 picks is Kansas City. Now, this shit gets interesting. Because when Andy Reid moves in the draft, it's usually to get something. So, I don't know what he got brewing, But I will tell you this. If it's offensive players, it's an A. It's an A grade on the draft already because Andy Reid knows how to draft offensive players. Next, we got the Bengals. I don't know, man, because y'all picked up Lyle Collins and picked up another lineman to shore that up because that's kind of the reason why y'all lost the bowl. That line gave it up. Yeah, Reid always been, especially on offense, man. He always know how to get somebody effective. I'm talking about from damn near from the first to the fifth now, for real. So, but with the Bengals, I don't know, man. You got a running back, you got wide receivers, the line is shored up. The defensive line, maybe a linebacker or a corner. One of them two. Like I said, this is one of them good problems, man. Cincinnati, y'all chilling, man. Now, it's going to be a fight again because a lot of these teams getting ready to be healthy. Now, if Deshaun is playing, the Browns are a threat because we've seen him put up Pro Bowl numbers with the sorriest of weapons. Yeah, they already cut Eli Apple, I think. And the crazy part about Eli Apple is he's been ass everywhere he's been. So you just got to do a better job on your scouting. Because I'll be honest with you, I'll take a 4th round pick before I go on here and bring somebody that bad up there. And the last pick of the 1st round, they signed him back. If Deshaun Watson playing, y'all better get him the fuck out of there. If the Ravens get a real wide receiver for this nigga Lamar, y'all better get him the fuck out of there. If Pittsburgh get no, you ain't got to worry about Pittsburgh for a couple of years because we don't know. Right now, they number 1 receiver, Deontay Johnson. And I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't nothing against Deontay Johnson, but he is definitely a slot receiver. Yeah, he is. He's still with the Bengals. Oh, he on a 1-year deal. So if you trash, you gone. What should be good with now, this is my mind. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in situations like in zone where he's not responsible for a whole bunch of shit and just tell him, look for the ball. If we can get a pick or two out of him early in the season, injuries transpire, unfortunately. So you can go ahead and finagle another team, get him the fuck out of there. That's how I'm thinking, if it's me. And the last pick is Detroit. Unless y'all pick a Jesus, who gives a shit? Y'all going to be ass again. So that is our mock draft. I'm pretty sure next week will probably be I don't know what days I got off. I won't find out until tomorrow. But I don't know. Depending on if I got Thursday off, I don't know. I might see if I get my boss to change it around or something like that. See if I can get Friday from somebody so I can do it the day after. Because I'll be honest. Y'all don't want to hear nobody talk about the 2nd round. Now, I'll talk about if they got good picks overall. But I just want to really go over this 1st round and, kind of speaks for itself and shit like that. Let me go ahead and get the rest of Prince's questions out the way. Who are you paying, trading, or tagging between Debro, Brown, and Terry? I'm paying Terry. I'm tagging Debo, and I'm trading Brown. And don't forget, DK Metcalf been talking shit too. I think he won out of Seattle. I'm paying Terry because I seen him do more with less. You may not be. Why aren't y'all signing out Mario Hazanya? Why aren't y'all signing out Croatian dudes who ain't in the league no more? Hey, man, don't be Trump. Man, I know y'all probably in the voice chat on some bullshit. Hold up, man. The hell is y'all doing, man? Don't interrupt my show with that bullshit. The fucked up part is I thought Croatian. Nigga, I ain't seen no Croatian. I said Croatian. I thought Hazanya was going to be all right, but he went to that shithole of a franchise in Orlando, and I kind of figured that was it. And Savad mentioned Hazanya. I mean, not Hazanya, but Dario Saric earlier. Fucked with him too, but he was a part of the process, and Philly was a shithole of a franchise too. So Yeah, I'm paying Terry McCullough because he has done more with less. Prince, you may not like Jimmy G, but he is better than Tyler Heineke. I give props Debo for his versatility, but you got one of the top rush offenses, so you just piggybacking off that. Not trying to say you can't do it somewhere else, but it benefits you more because of that. And Brown, I already told y'all, man, with them ping pong paddle hands, man, I don't play that bullshit. I don't play that bullshit. Trades for the draft. Any trades I see will probably be trades. I'm only looking for trades from teams that got multiple first rounders. Detroit, Philly, Kansas City, New Orleans. It's a couple of them. I don't see it because it ain't nobody that yeah, he is. It ain't nobody I want to jump up and go get. Not for real, for real. Nah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where that Trey Walker hype came from, the defensive end from Georgia, but I saw the film. He ain't Kayvon. He don't want to be a dual position. Hey, man, then get the fuck out of here, my nigga. Your versatility caused a bigger threat for everybody around the field. If you don't be doing shit and you're going to be good at it. Stink. So we don't have to do this shit no more. And once I find out you stink and you trying that bullshit, I'm going to trade you anyways. What you think? Because you run the ball, you ain't going to get as much money? First of all, nigga, you ain't hot. First of all, nigga, you ain't D-Hop. You ain't Coop. I'm talking about Cooper Kupp, not Amari Cooper. You ain't Devontae, my G. You ain't Tyreek. Somebody give me some more. There's some other good ones out there, man. You ain't them dudes, man. Let's be honest, man. You good. Hey, man, don't read too much in your press clippings, brother. Because that's what I've been thinking about with AJ Brown. Boy, you better learn how to catch this ball first. Talk about you want to trade. Man, you better get the fuck out of here, dude. Shit, Debo, you good, but you ain't Jordan Jefferson, nigga. You ain't Diggs. You know what? I just looked it up. I apologize. When I do fuck up, I will call myself out. I did not think Deontay Johnson had the numbers. That nigga had 107 catches for 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. User one. Now, the bad part is, if they don't bring no quarterback in there, Mitch Trubisky is worse than Big Ben now. So, yeah, that's the crazy part. If they give up now for him, bam, you get Olave or one of the Ohio State boys, he's already replaced, to be honest with you. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I would do. He asked another one too. If I'm a GM, what am I hoping the Raiders grab? I don't give a shit because we got them good problems now. Now, I would like a corner, but since we ain't got no picks in the first 2 rounds, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Oh, where we did? I won't pay that much attention, man. I really won't try to watch Pittsburgh with Big Ben, nasty ass, still at the QB. I fuck with Najee and players on the defense too, but man, fuck Big Ben. As far as the GM, man, I don't care. We put somebody alongside Max Crosby. I like to pick up with Denzel Perryman, so we didn't have to fill out the linebacker role. And Diablo showed some promise as a rookie. Corners, we still ask. I like Trayvon Moorick at the safety over the top. I like that. He got, he was getting his shit together after a while. I want to trade Abrams. I don't need another crash just dummy safety like that. I don't care for that shit. No way. I don't need you in the box doing all that shit for. The fuck you think I got linebackers for? I want to shore up the line a little bit because Quanjo was whoever we picked up, man, he was trash, man. I ain't want that motherfucker. That's the best part about this draft for me. I could just sit back and relax because I know the Raiders can't fuck up the first round pick because we ain't got one. And I'm telling you right now, I am going to have quite the giggle if what's his name? If Green Bay go out here and don't draft no wide receivers, I'm gonna laugh like shit. I am going to have quite the giggle. Which quarterback goes first and where? I think Malik Willis will probably. I think he should go first to Atlanta, but Kenny Pickett will go somewhere. And to be honest with you, my brother, I want Malik Willis as my quarterback. But that's just me. What's my AFC West prediction? I'm gonna still get Kansas City their props and put them as the one. I mean, they might have lost Tyreek Hill, but I see Andy Reid go to the conference championship with Todd Pinkston, man. So I ain't too worried about Kansas City's offense. So I think they'll still be the one. Now, I think this race will be even tighter because if the Honey Badger don't come back, their offense, that defense, that's too much of a punch to take for real with no Honey Badger. That's your best playmaker on defense. So I'm gonna still give them the one though, because I respect Andy Reid and Kermit the quarterback too. I'm gonna go with us. I'm gonna go with the Raiders at 2. Swap 2 for Justin Reid. Oh, they picked up Justin Reid? Yeah, they still the one. Yeah. Yeah. Kansas City's still the one. I'll give us the 2 because still young, and he still had games where he be lost, Herbert. So that's why I got them at 3. They did make some improvements on the defense, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not a whole lot. It's some good defenders out there. Don't get me wrong, but Josh Allen had 14 sacks, and you saw how far that got the Jaguars. Speaking of which, before I go into this jump with the quarterback, before I finish the division jump, if y'all saw, it was a clip of Travis Etienne talking about last year. He's the running back for the Jags, and he got hurt. And they was asking him, how did you feel about last year with Urban Meyer? He said, man, what a good time to be hurt because he ain't have to deal with none of that shit. He literally told him, man, that was a good time to be hurt, yo, for real. Yeah, that shit was crazy. So I'll get a Raiders second. I think Devontae, I'm telling you right now, man, the offense is crazy. If we can shore up that line, we're going to be dangerous because Hunter Renfrow was already a 100-catch, 1,000-yard receiver. Then you got Waller coming back healthy. Devontae already know the quarterback. They homies. They tight already. That's gravy. Josh Jacobs to handle the running. Kenyon Drake, if he's healthy, he's a good backup. So I like the offense for real. I like the offense. I like it. The defense, I like the Chandler Jones pickup. I'm not no problem with that. If we can get a corner or two, the only thing I can't – well, at least I know the GM and the team is ready to spend that money because nowadays you have to. You either get rid of these draft picks to risk it all and go ahead and get what you need now. And I respect that. And they put weapons around Derek Carr because this is the best core he has had since he's been the quarterback. So I give him that 2. The Chargers, I like it, but Mac done caused some injuries recently. I'm not saying he's not going to be as good, but he's not going to be the impact dude that he was like when he first got to Chicago. Now, it will definitely help to have Bosa on one end. So to say that both of them get double digits is not too far out of the question. Derwin James is a beast. If he can stay healthy, that'll be the thing. Jackson at the corner. Like, they got him up, but it's Herbert. It all depends on Herbert. What is he going to do? And because I don't know too much about him, I'll put Denver 4th. The crazy part is I wouldn't be surprised if no team fell under 500. Because if Russell is healthy, they dangerous. Cortland Sutton and fucking what was the name of that other receiver? He went to Bama. Oh man, somebody help. What was the name of that other receiver? Oh man, Jerry Jeudy. With Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, man, Yeah, bro. And that defense was already good. If Bradley Chubb can stay healthy, I think he finally gets his double-digit sack season they've been looking for. Patrick Surtain is nice out there on the edge. Justin Simmons at safety, he's nice. This division gonna be a gauntlet. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That one's gonna be this. That might be the most entertaining division of the year, man. That shit gonna be crazy. But what was I saying with the QBs? I don't care for Kenny Pickett. ACC was trash. So of course you went out there and put up all them gaudy numbers. But when you play somebody for real, you ain't do shit. I like Matt Corral. The injury kind of fucked him up. But I like his skill set. Now, he seems to be receptive to coaching because Lane Kiffin did get him in this position. So I do like him. But if I had my pick, it's Malik Willis. Easily. I like Desmond Ridder because if you could put the right people around Desmond Ridder, he could be a nice game manager. Because sometimes you just have to take that because not everybody is going to be no star. He ain't no way in here. Not everybody going to be nice. Not everybody's going to be Kermit the quarterback and all that other shit. So as long as we ain't pulling no extra mediocre ass dude, I'm good on that. Was it another quarterback there or something? No, it was just them four. But I'm taking Willis. With that athleticism and that fucking arm already, man, I'm being cocky right now because I'm, this is just me. I know I'm confident that I can put points on the board with Malik Willis as my quarterback. Easily. And because he can run for real, I'm opening up the whole book, boy. RPOs, regular options. Oh, man, jet sweeps. We doing it all, broski. I'm opening up the whole book. And he got a cannon. Don't throw no pick. Don't get no turnover on my team. We get a turnover and we got the ball on the 45. I'm going to the crib. No, Howard was out, but he showed he couldn't do shit unless he got the weapons. Because you saw two of his running backs was good in the league. Carter and the other dude, they both start. One start for the Broncos and the other one for the Jets. Daz is all right. I think he's a return man down there in Chicago. But he ain't got it. If you put the pieces around him, he could be serviceable. Serviceable at best. But nah. Because if you're looking for a quarterback in this first round, you're looking for a star. You're looking for somebody to lead this team. I ain't talking about no game manager. I'm talking about some shit. And that's one thing. That's why I got just the Chargers third in the division, because Justin Herbert's good, but he don't seem like that, like the leader. Not even on the quiet side, like the silent leader who leads by example. He just seemed like he don't feel like being bothered for real. And he looked ass against our defense. So there's something about Herbert. Great quarterback. The sky's the limit for young boy. But there's something inside I ain't seeing, bro, to put him over the top. Because he got the skill set to take this team to the bowl. I ain't gonna lie. If any team from the AFC West make it to the bowl, I'm not surprised at all. They all good. They all talented. So, but yeah, I'm going with Malik, man. Kill him. And a lot of these teams is probably using these picks. Probably use some of these picks for next year. Because Bryce Young could probably go first this year. You know what the crazy part is, man? And I know I'm going to have to keep hearing about this, and I know I'm going to hear about it at the draft. I'm going to be real with you, man. Who gives a fuck about Baker Mayfield? I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there. Who cares at this point? 56 games, 56 touchdowns. He almost averages an interception a game. I don't give a fuck. I'll even go this motherfucking far. And a lot of people will claim this disrespectful. I'll take CJ Stroud before I take him. Let's double down on the shit. I'll take Arch Manning, nigga, as a rising high school senior. I will take him. I'll take Nico. I'll take the other boy, man. I don't give a fuck, man. For real. Get this mediocre ass nigga out of here. Y'all don't want to say it because he won the Heisman. He went to Oklahoma. He is a system quarterback. He ain't no different than Sam Bradford, and nobody wants to admit it. Is he ass? No, because, he could average an interception every game, but he don't. But I don't want to hear nothing about that torn labrum, man. If you got a tear at any part of your arms as a quarterback, what the fuck are you doing playing? Get it the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear no more excuses for that dude. And unfortunately, we're going to have to hear about him during this draft when we clearly don't give a fuck. Can we please focus on players that's actually doing a good job? Bradford was more accurate, but he was more ass too. So he was cheeks. I ain't believing him either. You can ask Dose. They lost to BYU as an opening game, and he looked like that at the scoreboard. I said, he ain't it. he ain't it. But that's what it is. I'll find out what's going on next week, and I'll let y'all know when the next stream will be. I'm excited because playoff intensity is going on, and this draft is next week. I'm telling you, just get back and relax, man. The Raiders can't fuck up the first round, boy. This feels great. So shout out to all y'all. Stop putting them damn foreign players that I fuck with in there. So you assholes from the Discord, all right? Y'all be easy, be safe, be easy, and be you, man. I'm out. Appreciate it.